You've talked about the kind of that heritage, that those kind of really traditional processes that probably existed for centuries, if not longer than that. Before, and obviously, it's quite well known, and a lot of studies have been done about like indigenous populations and how in balance they were with living with their surroundings, making sure the land that they were reaping had enough nutrients to produce the crops the following year. Before you get to the manufacturing stage, when you're sourcing those raw commodities, how much focus is there an immediate focus on the circular economy, and how much focus is there on that sourcing element that is done sustainably as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything, because if you're going to be truly sustainable, my belief is that it begins with the materiality and the inputs. So when I'm sourcing, for example, dyes, we don't use chemical dyes at all. And I began exploration into what communities use to dye textile, or to extract pigment from ancient communities, what is available here that we can use. So I found solutions. Kenya is very rich in certain agricultural products, for example, tea and coffee being our biggest exports, avocado, and we've actually used coffee and tea from local coffee shops and tea shops,
Oh, wow.
as well as avocado skins and seeds to extract pigment to use in our dyes. So this is working with the agricultural industry and using fashion as a channel to manage the waste and make sure that we're using all of those resources. So it definitely is something that is considered from the very inception, and every element that goes into it. Yeah.
And do you think that storytelling is important at the point of purchase and in all your marketing, that my whatever piece of clothing was dyed by tea, for example?
Yeah. It definitely is a conversation starter.
Mm.
People tend to want to know. So yes, we do it in terms of transparency. I think it's very important to be transparent, but it's not so much for the marketing itself. It's more for sharing a unique product and how it's made, and we are doing things differently, and I think it's necessary to share that with people so that they understand the value of the product, rather than just taking it at face value they might not understand fully. And I think it's important to get ahead of the game in terms of from a marketing perspective, because I do believe that this is the way the fashion industry is going and is headed towards. So if we become known and synonymous with pioneering certain movements in sustainability and circularity, then naturally the business opportunities will be more expansive to us, and we can be recognized for being ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So definitely it's an important part of sharing and being transparent. But yeah,